Alright, so welcome to the Lockbar insert video. Okay, so, yeah, okay. What just happened? Oh, sorry, camera's acting weird. This is the fixture plate. This is the fixture plate. Lots of noises around here. As it sits in the machine, oh, please focus. Oh, this is why they make screen recording software, isn't it? You were so rude. Oh, that's, must have something to do with the white balance in here. I'm just making words up to make it sound like I know what I'm doing. Well, that actually worked. I just clicked a random button on the front of the camera that I thought might fix it, and it actually did. Okay, whatever. So, Lockbar insert is like yay big. That's, we need to drill taps on 256 hold down holes. This is what she looks like when you'll be able to see. Here she is. Beautiful. Move the clamp out of the way. There's the Lockbar insert with the very purple bolt, or whatever you want to call it, in the middle. Hold downs, 125 stock, because I cannot face a smaller than 125 in the way my parallels are set up in the vise. So I modeled it after having the idea that I'm going to have 125 stock. So we'll drill 2 holes into the 125 stock, then we'll do a parallel operation, cut it down to size, and it's nice because there's no bottom side operations, so I don't need to worry about doing any bottom side stuff, except making the bottom side look nice. Yep, and then when we want to cut the tabs off, we're going to throw this big clamp right here, and then we'll clamp it down and we'll cut the tabs off, and it's going to work swimmingly. Maybe. So yeah, for this we're just gonna spot drill. Why the heck? What the? Yeah, that would not have gone well. I don't know why I deselected my other holes. Spot drill, and then drill, and then make sure this is the right size drill. 0781, because we're gonna form tap it. 0781. Let me look up the drill size. 0781, yep, perfect, and we'll be good to go. I like to use FS Wizard on my phone, because it literally, you put in forming tap, you tell it what it is, and it'll tell you the drill size, which just makes life significantly easier, because if you ask me the pitch offset, or the thread pitch of a 256 screw, I would probably tell you 56, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's not what it is. Alright, let's go to the machine. So, oh, I should probably post that job out. Okay, let's try that again. Take 2, put our safety glasses on. If all things go well, we should have 3 extra tapped holes. Huh. Why over travel? Oh, that's kind of weird. Pretty sure that's not true because you drilled and tapped the other holes that were on there. That is definitely not why over travel. You can definitely fit there. I must have the offset wrong. Okay, in my infinite wisdom, I'm glad the machine errored out, because I'm almost certain, we'll check, but I'm almost certain it's in G54, and that's why it errored out, which would have been a really nice crash, because the current position of this thing is set to G55, so why don't we look at that real quick. Click, click, click. Oh yes, G54. Fingers. Who would have thought? Alright, edit this, post-process numero 2. I mean. And now we'll try it again. Looked like success. Tell the drill bit good luck. I broke one of these before and it sucks. Still there. I'm gonna knock the feed down a little bit. Excellent, it appears to still be there. Looks like it got holes. Alright, now we're gonna form tap. That's not form tap. Okay, take 3. Hopefully we have threads by the end of this one. Oh, that looks like it. I love thread tapping. Thought you guys might find this kind of funny. So, here is our piece of stock for the clamp. I cut it with an angle grinder because the bandsaw won't cut down this far. Because I didn't want to have, like, when I flip it over to face it, I don't want to have this huge overhang. And I accidentally kind of work hardened it, like, quite a lot. As you can, it's blue. So, now it's 4130 heat treated. Yeah. Anyways, so this is what we got. Face, adaptive, horizontal, and then the bore. It's going to be super tiny, but only 256 screws are going to go through it. And I need it very strong, obviously, so it doesn't break. And yeah, I haven't done this before this tiny, so I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work. I also don't know if it's a good idea to have the very large face mill do this. But we are going to turn the feed down 50% and clamp her good and tight in the vise, so it might be okay. Alright, let's break things. I mean, machine things. Oh, it smells like angle grinder dust in here. You know, I have an angle grinder. What do I even need a CNC machine for? I'd clamp it in the middle, but I don't know how far the face mill is going to travel that side, and I don't want to hit this, so that is why. Oh yeah, bud, what could possibly go wrong? Not bad, not bad. Alright, that went pretty successful, so there you go. There are 2 holes for a little screw here. Perfect. This is the underside, remember, so perfection. This part will hold onto the clamp. We just gotta turn around and face it. That's why I made the stock super short. That way there's a lot of leverage to face it, so it should make it pretty easy. Let's do it. So the clamp came out good, but I realized I didn't adaptive clear like to the bottom of the clamp, so there was 0.2 or 20 thou stock remaining. So when I flipped it over to go do a face, it was actually touching the vice jaws, and I obviously need it lifted away so we can face it down to the correct depth. So I just had to put it back in here and you know, re-offset it, and yeah, it's just cutting the bottom now. So it's going to be zeroed out, and then when we flip it, we can just deck the top off. So yeah, stuff to look out for. So let me see if you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm talking about. Focus on it. Yep, see there's a gap between the vice jaw and the bottom of the part. You might not be able to see it on camera, but there's like you know, a very little amount, like 15 thou. There you go. And that obviously just gives us enough clearance to face it without hitting our hardened by shove. Oh jeez. So it's set in there upside down backwards, like I said. I just re-updated G54, got a face mill, and we'll see if it's overhung a little bit, but what's the word? The depth of cut is going to be lower this time, so we shall see. You guys will be first-hand watching it if it flies away. Looks like no. I had to cut through that hardened part so you can see those sparks. And this is what we're left with. So instead of cutting that, I just folded it over, which is understandable, I guess, so try not to cut yourself. That's a weird backdrop. So, kind of weird, but it left this burr on the side, but the block is exactly 125 in height, so not too sure, but I'm just going to deburr it and see if it works. My guess is it was done properly. It's just the fact that because it's so thin, they probably just like rolled the edges over. So I don't think there was like an offset issue or anything. My clamp! Well, that's kind of weird. Oh, God. Cool. Let's see if it works. So now you might be able to understand what I'm trying to do. So we're going to have the part here. We're going to screw. Like so. Go in the hole. And yeah, there we go. You got clamp. So yeah, clamp it down. And yeah, it'll be good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think that was an hour worth of work for a custom clamp. So now we can give the actual lock bar insert itself a shot and see how that disaster goes.